You are listening to Changes Big and Small. This is Demian, your host, as we explore what makes change exhilarating. Each episode, we'll explore how you can create freedom in your life by embracing change. You can find several interviews in the previous weeks. I intersperse interviews with research and challenges to help you make changes in your life. Nowadays, we have an abundance of ways that we can learn and develop new skills. You can listen to a podcast, find a guide online, watch a video. It's also possible to do an exchange, for example, to build language skills, volunteer, or do an apprenticeship. In last week's episode, Maria suggested that if you want to learn something, you need to find a way to do that thing. Offer to help a friend or find someone who you can learn from. To me, the best courses are the ones that are not just about thinking, but also doing. Today, I'm going to share 3 courses with you that I think you may be interested in. I'll also share 3 general sites and a list of other resources where you can take online classes. I've focused on free courses, but that doesn't mean that I don't think you should ever pay for online classes. I think it makes sense to pay for classes sometimes. I've bought courses on Skillshare over the years, and to me, it is completely worth it to pay for courses that are reputable and of a high caliber. These courses often focus on efficiency. For example, I paid to participate in the podcasting fellowship and a Kimbo workshop, and it was worth it. The clear timeline and the mentorship from coaches, as well as having the community of learners where we were in the same cohort and we helped each other, it really led me to launch this podcast quite quickly. One of my favorite ways to learn online is in a cohort because I find that it provides a community where you can discuss things and where you can also get ideas from. You can help each other. I've also paid to take an online nutrition course because I want to follow a particular philosophy and approach. So if you're looking for a course for a particular skill or outcome, I do recommend doing some research online for recommendations. If possible, speak to people who've taken the class to get an idea of whether it is a right match for you. So let's get into the 3 classes that I think will help you make a change in your life. I've taken each of those courses. I chose these 3 classes because they are quite broad. They will help you develop a mindset and a focus to be able to accomplish your dreams. Start small. So maybe just start with one of those courses. The first course is Mindset Reset, and that is a course offered by Mel Robbins. I shared a podcast on her 5 seconds rule in episode number 10. Mindset Reset is a 35-day course to help with anxiety, stress, and overwhelm. The course is no longer live, but all the videos are available to go through at your own pace. Along with the videos, there are also guides and workbooks to help you accomplish 3 things. Reflect on the year and set goals for yourself. Make your morning great with a journaling routine. And help kids with anxiety. In Mel Robbins' own words, let's make this the year you quit those limiting beliefs. Stop beating yourself up and learn how to manage stress, overwhelm, and anxiety so you change your life for good. What I really like about this program is the focus on mindset. I believe that's key in being successful in change. You can find the sign-up link to receive access by email in the show notes. All of the resources that I mentioned, you'll be able to find in the show notes. The second course is Learning How to Learn. It's a course on Coursera, and it teaches you techniques to help you improve learning. It goes into the science of how the brain captures information and what we can do to help it. It's available in Portuguese, Spanish, Chinese, and French. This is one of the first courses that I did when I left my teaching job. I had mostly done well at school as a student, but I didn't think that school and learning were the same. I wanted to be a better learner. I also have a side interest in wanting to forestall Alzheimer's, which is more common in women than men. So to me, learning anything new is always valuable. I was starting to learn Czech at the time, and I hoped that I could get some good tips to help me learn better, learn faster. What I like about this course is that it's broadly applicable. Also, Dr. Oakley, one of the two professors, is speaking from first-hand experience, changing her focus of study and work. And you can take the class for free, or you can pay to get a certificate of completion. The third course is also on Coursera, and it's the Science of Well-being. It's offered by Yale. It is one of their most popular courses. This course presents research about what affects our happiness and productivity, and it provides some concrete ways to change them. In the last few weeks of the class, which is what I'm going through right now, you will embark on challenges to rewire your brain. You can start the class at any time, and you'll work at your own pace. I found that when I was taking it, there were also other people taking it at the same time, so it was possible to participate in the forums with other people. I imagine that will often be the case because this class is so popular. It takes about 20 hours to complete, and there is a recommendation of 3 hours per week. The rewiring that I'm working on from this class is meditation. There are many places where you can learn online. I'm going to profile 3 free sites today. The first site is Coursera, which I've already mentioned, 2 classes that I took from there. There are a wide range of courses as well as certificate programs from Coursera. You won't receive university credit, but that has nothing to do with learning, right? You can choose to pay to receive a certificate for the course or programs that you complete. And if you do that, then you can use those as part of your professional portfolio. The second site is edX. It lets you take courses for free, or you can also earn professional certificates or badges. The courses are developed by different universities, including Stanford, and they're either self-paced or scheduled. There are also paid courses that you can take from Arizona State University for college credit. You can even pay and receive a full college degree or a micro degree from various universities. I took a Launching Innovation in Schools course from edX a few years back, and I remember that it was a quite thought-provoking course. It helped me realize that all teachers can lead and have broad impact in a school. Both of those sites that I've mentioned apply broadly to many different interests and many different careers. Since I know that many of my listeners are teachers, the third site focuses on educators. That is the Friday Institute. They offer online courses for educators that are developed by experts in instructional technology, maths ed, and literacy ed. I took their course on coaching digital learning, and I think it's a good course for someone early in their digital coaching career. A benefit of these courses for teachers is that you can receive continuing education credits, and those are needed for recertification in many places, particularly in the US. I recommend that you go and check the show notes because there are lots of links to other general resources that you can use for online learning. A lot of universities, including MIT, Harvard, the Open University, Carnegie Mellon, put their courses online and you can take them for free. University of Oxford has a bunch of podcasts on many different topics. To see the full list, please check the show notes. I also asked people on social media which online course did they take that they would recommend, and I got a few responses that you can also see in the show notes. If you've taken an online course that you would recommend to someone else, please share it with me as a comment or by sending me a message. My challenge to you this week is to find a course to learn something new, or you could even create your own course by curating a bunch of online resources about something that you've been wanting to learn. If you accept this challenge, I would be very grateful to find out more about what you are learning. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. You can reach me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or by filling out the contact form on the website. I'd especially like it if you would join the Changes Big and Small Facebook community. I share additional resources there, and I would love to support you in your change journey. And please share the episode with someone else. Every time I see even one more listen, that inspires me to keep creating the podcast. I appreciate you going on this journey with me. And to end, as always, remember that change begins with one small step. Have a great week.